Good day, good way. First of all, I should say, tomorrow, Wednesday, is the full moon. Wednesday, October 20th. The approximate peak time is 10:57 a.m. Eastern time. So the full moon's not today. It ain't even tonight. Um, because it's on Wednesday and the peak time is after sunrise, so it actually does belong to tomorrow night, even though the visibility as far as from the human standpoint, what we're looking at, it'll probably look fuller tonight than it will tomorrow night. Because, like, let's just say sunrise is at, like, say 7 o'clock in the morning. So 3 hours of sunrise, the moon will still be visible and hit its peak point, the brightest point of illumination. Then you'll have to wait another 9 hours before the moon comes back out, 9 to 10 hours before it comes back out. So even though tomorrow is the official full moon, tonight it might be brighter, but it ain't full moon till tomorrow at 10:57. It'll probably be like 99% illumination. Peace, 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 peace to you all. But again, even going into traditions where people tell you can work the energy of the moon 3 days before and up to 3 days after, you can work that motherfucker at any time. It's just if you want to go into the Chaldean method, Chaldean by some of y'all pronunciation, if you want to go into the Chaldean methods of times and locations, then the illumination point is at 10:57 a.m. That's when it's going to be as close and as bright as it's going to get. But again, energy is really just my perspective as a source thinking is energy that you're looking at is just a reflection of the energy that came out of you. You understand that? In the sense of the reflection, everything is what you are creating. So you can look to the moon, but you had to create the moon to see. You can look to the sun, but you had to create the sun to see. It's life is manifestation, thought and manifestation. You think about it, then you see it. So that's why you'll hear me say all the time that we are the abundance. Don't chase the bag, be the bag. Start seeing it for yourself, and then you'll start to see it externally. Stop going to the age-old theory that we got taught that everything is an externalization, that you have to bring it in order to have it. No, you have to allow it from within yourself so that you can keep it. Resonance only, motherfuckers. Resonance only. Okay, so again, full moon's tomorrow. It'll be visible tonight. I don't know if it ain't too damn cold, because I don't like cold weather. If it ain't too damn cold here in South Carolina, I might break out the telescope and try and zoom in on it and shit. But first and foremost, what we need to really deal with today, 1019, it is the Wheel of Fortune card and the Sun card. The Wheel of Fortune, again, like I just got through saying, internal, external. The Wheel of Fortune is I'm trying to get to my abundance or trying to stay out of overwhelm. It's that function there. The Sun card is the things that I keep giving my energy to, whether they're going to keep me going or whether they're going to kill me. The Sun can give you life. The Sun can take your life. So the other thing that I look at as a 10, the number 10 itself is an illusion. It's two numbers pretending to be one. So it is the point of choice when I'm about to enter in separation. So today is a point of choice where you're about to enter into separation of what you're giving your power to. Basically, it is justification before you actually say what you're going to do. A lot of people probably might be going through, a passing review type of energy where they're looking at everything that they have in their life, everyone they have in their life, and you're just sitting around trying to figure out, does this person still have a place? Do I still have a place? My job, is it really what I want to do? Why do I do it? Things like that. The danger is societal programming. The societal programming of materialism, things like that. And this ain't just, say gold digger level materialism. This is materialism to where we have been taught that you have to have a home, you have to have a car, you have to have a house, you have to have a phone, you have to. Requirements, necessities. And society has allowed itself to get to the point to where you have to purchase these things from others. You understand what I'm saying? Think about it. Back in, and this is not even going back far enough, but what most people can probably ascertain. Let's go back into, say, colonial times. or even a little bit before that. Whenever somebody wanted to build something, they would just get their tools and go take down the trees, or take whatever they needed and built it. It wasn't, well, let me go to the bank and get a loan for them to authorize me to use what's already there and then pay them for what's already there. You understand that? We got bit into a system of greed to where you have to go ask somebody else for what's already yours. We go into points of ownership. I own this land. I own this. I own that. And the motherfucker, where'd you get it from? Who'd you take it from? See, I could turn this into an HealNReveal class of, if you know who you are, you know what to do. You are who they took it from. You are the natural person and the consumer, if we wanted to go that route. Which it does apply, but I'm just saying from a metaphysical standpoint of getting out of this system, if you don't understand that everything on this planet, even if you want to subscribe to Sky Daddy, everything was placed on this planet for you, why are you begging another motherfucker for it? But collectively, that's what we've allowed. So that's our programming. So when I make points of justification, when I make choices, it's based off of the program. And if I'm only choosing what's based off of the program, guess what never goes away? The program. So we have to sit down and start having bigger conversations with better results. We have to start sitting down and look at where we got fucked up. If you want to play Sankofa for my melanated people, if you want to start playing Sankofa and look where we fail, you can't keep trying to get back up where you fail so that you can stay in alignment with what's designed to make you fail. Oops. Fail, F-E-L-L. Fail, F-A-I-L. You're going to be fucked either way it go. So if we don't start looking at going into ways of old and applying them to current ways of new, then we're gonna stay in cycles. Again, just my perspective. Do I have all the answers? No. Do I want all the answers? No. I just do what's working for me. And until I think everybody start doing what's working for them outside of what's working them, we're going to keep on working. We're going to stay in a system designed to keep you mentally, financially, physically, and emotionally enslaved. Some of y'all might want to take time to do research. I don't even really care for this shit no more, but you might want to figure out who designed the work week. Who designed the work week? Hey, twin. Who designed the work week? Who designed the financial system? Who designed the medical system? Who designed the educational system? You almost always gonna find it's the same motherfuckers who were already in positions of power from taking shit from everybody else. So they put you in alignment, which, will keep them taking from you while you strive to give to them. You strive to give to them. You strive to buy the house from them. You strive to go to their colleges. You strive to become you strive to get into their system. I'll just say that. You strive for the master's degree, but yet you still a slave. I'm just saying though. Mindsets. 1019. I am. Whoever did it is still doing it though, Lena. Whoever did it is still doing it. Think about it. If I'm not mistaken, like I said, I try and disavow myself from the shit because it's human level fuckery, and I try and pay more attention to my divine energy than this human shit. If I'm not mistaken, Henry Ford, everybody should know who Henry Ford is, your Ford cars and shit. I think he designed the 5-day work week. If I'm not mistaken, I think Rockefeller is the proprietor behind the medical system and the educational system. If you want to go back further than that, I can't remember which Rothschild it is. It's one of the older Rothschilds who, even when he had a conversation about, I think it was around Andrew Jackson's time, so at the early points of this country, what I'm thinking he said, and don't quote me 100%, but I know it's in there. He said something about he don't care who sits on the throne as long as he's controlling where they get their money from. Basically, he was the original bank, the Rothschilds, and they're still in power. People tie all the conspiracy level theory shit into it, but it's a little bit deeper than that. It's if you own the assets that the people who are sitting on the throne are using to dominate you, you already dominate them. I said that shit the other day. When we got to the point of realization that all the bullshit that conspiracy theorists been talking about was real, people still don't want to change. People for years have been telling you that there is a black government that runs, and I'm not talking about skin color. Black is dead anyway. There is a hidden government that's running the government that we already deal with, and it got exposed. Well, that's telling you that even when you can't get justice from your forefront government, they're taking a doctrine from somebody darker. You understand what I'm saying? If the motherfucker who's supposed to be looking like you can't help you, you fucked. You fucked. But again, we justify going on in a system that has already told us it's not going to work for us, which means we ain't ready to work for ourselves. So we're going to keep on choosing to give our power to what's keeping power from us and then wondering why we get sick. We can tie that into some vaccinations and shit, but we ain't finna do that because you motherfuckers do what's working for you. You have to understand that because here's a little disclaimer. Me, I'm a non-vaxxer. I don't believe in medicine unless it's fucking necessary. I don't believe in pharmaceutical medicine unless it's necessary, especially as an aspiring herbalist. As an aspiring herbalist, if you don't understand that the majority of medicine is based off of plants, and they just take the constituents from the plants, the chemicals, and they heighten the motherfuckers. They make them work 100 times more than what they would in nature, and then that's how you get prescription medicine and shit. In most cases, it's just chemistry of nature. They just heighten the shit up. So I don't really use that shit unless it's necessary. Does it have its uses? Yeah. And for some people, it might be what you want to need. Might be what you need and what you want to use is what I'm saying. So the point is, what I was going to say is, whether you're vaccinated or you're unvaccinated, if we keep buying into all the other shit, genetically modified foods, seedless grapes, seedless watermelon, glyphosate leveled corn, all this other shit. If we keep buying, hey, Envy, if you keep buying into the shit that's already out here designed to kill you, the last fucking thing you should worry about is a fucking vaccination. Because you can be unvaccinated but still eating bullshit, you still gonna die. You can be vaccinated and still eating bullshit, you still gonna die. See, one thing that people is not realizing, we've been mind stroked into thinking that COVID is the killer. It is the killer who put COVID on the plate that's fucking you. Nobody wants to go do research and say, oh shit, the mortality rate of this disease is still, 93% or some shit like that. You have a 93% chance of recovery, somewhere around there. You don't want to look at that. You don't want to look at, holy shit, you probably got a 45% chance of recovery of AIDS or cancer or something like that. Don't quote me on these numbers. I'm saying common sense has went out the window, and the only thing you can focus on is the show they keep showing you. So then you're going to make the justification of your choices. Holy shit, 1019. I'm going to be overwhelmed by what I keep getting shown. The sun, the shit that's blinding me. The shit that's blinding you is the same shit that owns you. So you keep trying to make choices based around COVID and vaccinations and shit like that, you ain't seeing what else is going on. You ain't seeing what else is going on, and you won't see it until it's too fucking late. And that's a historical fucking thing. That's basic psyops. It's the fucking okie doke. We like to play that shit. It's the look over here, but you don't see what the fuck's going on over there. Oops, you didn't see that because you're too busy focusing over here. But enough rambling. We don't know how to focus on us, so we only focus on the things that we think define us. And again, this system is designed to make you be defined by your assets. You have to have this, you have to have that. Need, want, greed. Materialism. 1019. I am overwhelmed by what I gave my power to, and now I need to choose whether I'm going to keep doing it. Work your way through that one very slowly, because if what I gave my power to, as I said a few minutes ago, does not include me in the end game, why am I doing it? If I'm not going to get out of this, why am I doing it? And 1019, to do your math, 10 plus 19 is 29. By my cards, it is the element of earth. The element of earth is what you are grounded into. Been saying this shit for years. If I take two wires and I ground them out, I lost my power. Or if I take the one wire that's proper and plug it in, I'm grounded. That means, for my fellow gemstone therapists, we go outside and we ground. We take our energy and we place it back into earth so that we stay balanced. So grounding is also a trick. You can be grounded. Let's think of a sense as a parent. You ground your children. That means the motherfuckers did something you told them not to do. Now they're grounded. They're in trouble. Or take your ass in that corner and go ground. Now you need to meditate and sit and listen so that you get a clearer message. Which one are you motherfuckers? Are you grounded or are you grounded? Personally, I think we're grounded. We are being punished for being stupid enough to be stupid. We are being punished for being stupid enough to wait for this system to fix itself when it ain't broken. It ain't broken. The system ain't broken. The system said, hi, I'm going to fuck you. Let me govern you. And then you get mad when you get governed. But envy. If you knew who you were, and if you know who you are, you'll know what to do. Stop feeding this fucking system. It's your sickness. This government is a reflection of the sickness within self that says you don't want to be responsible for you, then let me show you irresponsibility. I do too. So you have to understand, 29, what are you being grounded into? I'm being grounded into what I justified. If I justify giving my power away, I'm fucked. If I justify keeping my power for myself, then there's a chance for survival so that I can learn that I'm not here to survive, I'm here to live. Why? Because as I said at the beginning, everything here was already yours. Again, if you want to start playing with sky daddies and deities and things like that, in the beginning of the creation of time, man was given everything it needed. You understand that? There was no banks. There was no politicians. There was nobody who owned one thing more than the other. It was, if you want it, go out there and get it. Just provide in return. Take from the land, but give back. You know, those kind of doctrines. It wasn't, holy shit, I want to build a house. Now let me go to Bank of America. We gave them the power, and now we don't know how to take it back because you're waiting on them to fall apart. Oops. I'm just saying, 10 plus 19, 29. You just want stability. I just want to stop the leak. No, don't want to stop the leak. Want to change what's making it leak altogether. See, stopping the leak will give that motherfucker a chance to heal. If I stop the leak on a cut, leak, oops. Let me go to Bank of America. We gave them the power, and now we don't know how to take it back because you're waiting on them to fall apart. Oops. I'm just saying, 10 plus 19, 29. You just want stability. I just want to stop the leak. No, don't want to stop the leak. Want to change what's making it leak altogether. See, stopping the leak will give that motherfucker a chance to heal. If I stop the leak on a cut, then I just want the cut to get better. But I don't want to take responsibility for why I got cut in the first place. And that's where a lot of us are at. You don't want to look at what's going on and your responsibility to what's going on. You just want different responses. I just want to see a different result. 29, 2 plus 9, 11. Justification. I just want to see something different. Justification. I'm going to give my energy. I'm going to give my vote. I'm going to give my time. I'm going to give my love. I'm going to give so that I can receive. Well, if you remember at the beginning of this reading, I told you, you're already the abundance. Everything was already yours. So why are you waiting to receive it from someone else? It's already yours. It's already yours. And again, people can look at me. Hi, I'm military in nature. So fuck y'all on that one. I'm military in nature. I'll bust a cap in your motherfucking ass real quick. Real talk. So yeah, that's my nature. Military in nature. But do you have to have a war? No. No shots need to be fired. Motherfuckers just need to quit fucking themselves. Motherfuckers just need to quit saying we have to wait on the few to fix the many, and the many needs to fucking fix themselves. If you show up to work, then work goes on. If you show up to be governed, then government goes on. I'm just saying. You have to stop thinking in finite terms of quick resolutions or quick solutions and start looking at the fucking bigger picture. Corporation has 1,000 employees. What happens if 900 of them don't show up? That business gonna fall the fuck apart. Then here's where we get fucked up is, well, they gonna fire me and find somebody else to replace me. You know what? That's probably gonna be a realistic thing. Peace. It's gonna probably be a realistic thing that you're gonna get replaced and get put in, but you have to take your energy out. And eventually, when enough people stop being patsies to the system and take their energy out, there won't be no energy in. There won't be no energy left in the system. I ran a trucking company and was a trucker for almost 20-something years. We used to threaten to have strikes all the time, but we knew we could never do it. As a trucker here in the United States, we knew we could never successfully have a strike because there will always be that one trucker who say, "Well, I got bills to pay." Instead of saying, "You know what, we ain't making money. You know, us specialized drivers, we ain't getting paid. Well, we need to go out here and handle these loads. Let's just fucking not take a load for a week. Everybody stay home." Everybody be like, "Yeah," and then you get that one motherfucker say, "Nah, I ain't gonna stay home. I'll run my trucks out here and make this money." Then we all fall. Then we all fail. Some shit going on, I think, in California right now where they're kind of like trying to mandate vaccinations on children, and the parents, I think they did it yesterday. They were supposed to have a walkout yesterday, I believe, where they was like, "Fuck that, don't let the kids go to school because these motherfuckers are trying to tell us what we gonna do with our children." I guarantee you had some dumb motherfuckers who let their kids go to school anyway because they're scared of the repercussions from the system that's already oppressing and suppressing them. See, if you ain't willing to invest something to get out of loss, you already lost. If you can't see your way out of what's already beating you down, you're already beaten. We want, but we ain't willing to sacrifice. And again, I'm not talking about go out there and be a martyr. I'm not talking about go out there with a knife and gun and try and start some shit. I'm talking about start to think about what's benefiting you more than what's benefiting them. But the way they got shit set up is, it's 11. You don't see your wholeness, so you see yourself in separation. 11, the illusion of separation. 11, the justification. I can justify why I'm going to do anything, and as long as there's some sense of justification, there won't be no motion. When you have to justify something and go back and look at it and keep doing these passing reviews, nobody goes anywhere. I ain't justifying shit, I'm just going to do. Fuck y'all, I'm just going to do. I don't justify shit. I don't justify shit I say. I don't justify shit I do. I don't justify how I live or how I think. All is me. Y'all are me too. You understand that? You are either a reflection of me in wholeness or you're a reflection of me in sickness. And I challenge all of you to start thinking the same way. You are either a reflection. I am either a reflection of you in your wholeness, or I'm a reflection of you in your sickness. Whichever one you brought out of me, or whichever one I brought out of you, I should say, that's your motherfucking cross to bear. If you look at me and you get mad at me, then there's something going on in you. If I look at you and I get mad at you, then holy shit, there's something going on in me. But you know what? The only motherfucker that can change it is the person who got mad. Oops. See, I wouldn't have signed that waiver. And I'm not saying I have Martina, I'm not saying I know all your answers or anything like that, but for one thing, what we have to do is stop feeling like we're pressured into signing shit from them because we think that there's some legal repercussions. Again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not that fucking smart on human law because I don't view myself as human. Sorry, that's just not where my mind's at. I am here spiritually having a human experience, but I'm not a fucking human. So sometimes the shit of this realm really just does not move me anymore. And so I apologize up front for that. But what I'm saying is what we are operating under in this fucked up ass country is color of law. That's what I can tell you. I don't know if Envy's still in here, and I'm not. Envy, I apologize if I'm stepping out of turn. I don't know what to tell you, but I do know that color of law and actual law are two separate things. And if they stroked you into color of law, then it's already fucking false anyway. You just have to do your research and figure out exactly the color of law, black and white. Law is just law. You have to get out of all this bullshit, the terminology that they use to make you feel that it's lawful and legal when it's really just lawful and legal in deception. But again, I don't know. I hope that everything works out for the best for you, because this system is fucked up. It really is. It's really fucked up. The 11, it's really fucked up. We've justified letting it get this bad that it's already sick. You understand that? It's almost at gangrene point. We are infected to the point to where now we want to fix the infection, but you're already sick. This country is built on infection and sickness that it don't even recognize its own sickness. So then when you want the country to fix its sickness and it doesn't see itself as sick, good luck, Chuck. Excuse me, good luck, Chuck. It's not going to fix itself because it does not view itself as sick. We experienced that, with your, quote unquote racist points of views during the Trump era, which was nothing but magnified racist points of views from every other era before. Classic example of that sick, demented, pedophile motherfucker that y'all voted in, that's been in Congress and in office for like 40 something years. He's a reflection of the sickness that we've always had. You just didn't see it in the levels that made you uncomfortable. Because you had a motherfucker playing the saxophone, or you had a charismatic motherfucker that looked like you, or you just had motherfuckers who just didn't care, period, or you had a motherfucker that was a reflection of the real sickness in this country. But you understand that? We got bent on the reflection of what we were seeing that we weren't reflecting on. Holy shit, how did it get there? Oops. We got to stop being so surface level. You got to start getting to the meat of the situation. You got to get to the meat, M-E-E-T, meet yourself. Because you're the cause of all this shit, because you allowed it. And even if you're not going to say you allowed it, you subscribed to it and you helped. Holy shit, sun carded. You gave it your power. You gave it your power to put you in separation. It won't never put you back in wholeness. 1 + 1, 2. What I want to see. And that's what I was saying earlier, expectations. We have expectations of this country being the greatest country in the world, where everybody can have the American dream, when the dream was really just a dream. You can't have the dream unless you're in position to wake up from that motherfucking nightmare. I'm just saying. Let's see what the cards say. Because I'm just one clown-ass motherfucker with a perspective. I'm just one clown, satirian, contrarian-ass motherfucker with a perspective. 10. Overwhelmed. The Wheel of Fortune. 2 numbers pretending to be 1. But which one is real? Neither one of them. Because they're just a reflection of yourself. But let's not do that. 10. What is the 10? What I just want to star in that's going to show me plentifulness. It's the star card. I'm starring in what's already got me in separation. Humor me. If I'm starring in what's already got me in separation, where do you think I'm going to end up? What am I starring in? Separation. What do you think the result's going to be? Separation. Why? Because it needed you to star. Holy shit, the sun's a what? Star. It needed your power to create everything. Once they, took your credit, they put you in debt. I'm sorry, 10. Yikes. The 19. The sun card. See, we just need you to star here so that you can keep giving everything life. Because you don't understand that by giving everything else life means that you've already sentenced yourself to death. You can do this in the sense of terms of family and friends. If you pay more attention to people around you, families, friends, enemies, let's just do that. You pay more attention to the people what people around you got going on than what you got going on within yourself, you already dead. Or you already dying because you're not focusing on yourself. You fake as fuck. If you fixing everybody else or worrying about where everybody else ain't fixing, who's fucking fixing you? And again, as I've been saying throughout this whole reading, that is a design of government. That is a design of anything that is out here governing your energy. It is meant to take your power away from you and shift the focus from you onto it. It is not to heal you. It is not to help you. It is to put you in a state of not helping yourself. Because you'll become dependent on what they can do for you. You'll become dependent on what they got going on instead of what you fucking creating. So you got out here and became the star. Now let's see what your energy is as the sun. Holy shit. You just trying to find your fucking reflection. You're 3. It's your thoughts. It's you creating this shit. 3, the Empress energy. You are the divine feminine out here caught in the mindset of the divine masculine. You understand that? Hi, mothers. Before there can be a father, there has to be a what? Sorry, don't want to hear bullshit about anybody's fucking religious ideologies and all that other shit. Fuck y'all on that, really. Y'all can keep all that shit. Before you can make life, there has to be a mother. Don't believe me? Well, sorry. I take that back. In transhumanism, where we're currently at, that shit's about to start happening. But even then, that's pseudo life because you are taking the womb and placing it in the masculine component to create life. But in nature, by natural law, before there can be creation, there has to be a mother. The three, the Empress, is the divine mother. So you out here not understanding that you're the divine mother because you've been abused by your creation. The divine masculine, the divine father. You've been abused by what got created to control you, that you forgot what created that control. You understand that? And what created that control in the sense of the three, the mind, body, and soul, was nothing but your thoughts. What you gave your attention to. See, I thought about you. Holy shit, you paid attention to me. I thought I was going to do it. Holy shit, I had the intentions. Oops. That might fuck some of y'all up, so we ain't going to do that. So you done got out here, and your plentifulness is what you keep on communicating with, but that 10 plus that 19 will make that 29. Is it grounding me out? Is it grounding me out? The 29. It's grounding you out. Why? Because you hung up. This is the hangman. You are being sacrificed because holy shit, it's another 3. It's another 3, which means really it's the 33. It's your experiences. You out here in the experience of separation trying to find a way to communicate with your own motherfucking plentifulness. Let me say that slowly. You out here in the experience of separation, illusion, trying to communicate with your own plentifulness. Communicating with my own plentifulness denotes that I already had it. It was already mine. It's just that I allowed something else to either take it from me or not see it within myself. Come on now. Let's do this in the sense of relationship. Most of us, and I hope you haven't, but I can say this from my own personal experience. Have you ever been with somebody who didn't allow you to flow fully? And watch where this is going to go. You've been with somebody who didn't allow you to be the best person that you wanted to be, but it wasn't their fault. It was your own. They didn't stop you. You just didn't start yourself. They wasn't enough for you, so you didn't become enough for yourself. Whose fucking fault is it? Whose fucking fault is that? If you with somebody who don't allow your ass to be at 100, then you're going to be fine running at 60. But is it that person who don't want your 100 fault, or is it your own responsibility? So I'm out here trying to communicate with what I thought I saw in somebody else that I wasn't even ready to own within myself. I'm out here waiting on somebody, government, to give me my own plentifulness and my own prosperity and all this other shit that I won't even take for myself because, holy shit, it was already there for me. It was already mine. Sky Daddy created it for me. Allah created it for me. Jah created it for me. The Most High created it for me. The universe manifested it for me. Olodumare put it here for me. Olafin. You understand what I'm saying? No disrespect to any of y'all. Really. They're all me anyway, so I can do that. Sorry if it's not you. But they're all me, so I can say that shit. The creative force of the universe in manifestation manifested all of this equally. It was only until somebody realized, holy shit, I can take more, that we learned separation. When somebody started to covet what the other person have, then we got out of natural order. Now you ain't in keeping with the 42 laws of Mayat or the 10 commandments or the Bill of Rights and all this other shit. Oops. You see how laws can lie to you? But I'm just saying, you got out here the illusion of separation trying to find your foundation and what grounded you out. But what grounded you out was you being hung up on sacrificing for others. You ain't got to sacrifice shit. It's already yours. I don't have to get out here and enslave myself to any system to be me. I just have to be me and make sure that I don't get enslaved. I think when about 600 million other people think that way, shit'll change. I don't have to get out here and get it. I just got to make sure that it don't get me. But I'm saying we ground it out. Why? Because we make justifications of giving our power away with hopes of taking it back. You give your power away with the hopes of taking it back. Stop giving it away. Stop giving it away. Stop justifying separation. Stop justifying separation and covet yourself. 9, stop being controlled by what you keep on sharing yourself with. Because if you share your wholeness with somebody else, that means you go into separation. Now you will require healing. If you give 100% to somebody else who is not at 100%, you got 2 motherfuckers that are going to end up sick. You understand that? See, we got math fucked up. See, I'm at my best. I'm at my best behavior. I'm functioning at 100%, but my partner is only 60%. Well, guess what? You 60% too, because that other 40% that your partner cannot reciprocate, that shit is just floating around willy nilly, or it's suppressed within yourself, and then you're gonna get bottlenecked and sick. So you out here not coveting yourself enough to only share things that bear your reflection of expectation. See, I'll give you that word this time. My expectation is reciprocity. Real talk. I did that post yesterday about expectations, and this is what it's reading is kind of based on anyway. My expectation is reciprocity, and reciprocity not from somebody else, but reciprocity within myself. I will only allow and tolerate that which is a reflection of what is allowed and tolerated within me. What's up, Josh? So, you understand what I'm saying? Not what my partner can give me or what my family can give me or what my kids are doing for me. No, it's what I'm doing for myself and what I see in them. And if I see in them what I already see in myself, then I'm safe. Because I can just keep on going. But if I need to see more from them, then I'm unsafe in multiple points. I'm unsafe within myself, and I might be giving my energy to unsafe beings. You understand? Expectations get you fucked up. It's either there or it's not there. Or you're going to keep on waiting to see it. That 11, I want it, but I don't see it yet, but I'm willing to work to get to it. Holy shit, you're going to go on a journey. Your 1 + 1, you justifying going through something to get something? 12 years a motherfucking slave. But 1 + 1 is 2. It's the reflection point. It's the reflection point. You trying to use what you don't need to be using to help you. This is the devil card or the dragon. This is I'm using what's going to make me move as what's going to help me be still. And I don't know anybody who, at the end of the day, that ain't all that you want. At the end of the day, all I want to do is be able to sit down and relax. Real talk. Not sit down and relax so I can reset myself and get up and do it again. See, that's false mindset. Your mindset should be, I just want to sit down and relax. I want to make me some iced tea. I want to sit on the porch. I want to watch the grandkids play in the backyard. I want to go out there and go hunting. I just want to watch TV. I just want to relax. I want to be still. I just want to sit back and watch everything take place and know that it's going to be fine without me. You understand that? Nah, I got to keep on grinding. I need to make sure that I make 400 this week so I can make 700 next week. You see what I'm saying? That's an embattled mindset. That is a mind that is already caught in the fucking ritual because you're willing to sacrifice to make a gain. You willing to sacrifice your peace or your wholeness just because you want a little peace. P-E-A-C-E and P-I-E-C-E. I just want my piece of the pie. No, fuck that, nigga. I'm the whole motherfucking pie. Excuse my language. But I'm the whole motherfucking pie. I don't want a piece. It's all me. I'm a big boy. I get hungry. 6'3", 250. I can eat. Well, you understand what I'm saying? So fuck that. I'm not finna get out here and start using the same shit that's designed to hurt me as what's gonna help me. Back to color law and all that other shit. I'm not going to be using this shit that's designed to hurt me is what's going to help me. I'm not going to wait on government to help me when its whole design is to not help me at all. I'm not going to get out here and use dead mindsets like Bill Gates mindsets and shit like that. Hurt people who want to hurt people as who's going to help me. That's foolish. That's having expectations of somebody else saving you. Holy shit, that's getting on your knees, waiting on somebody else to help you get up when all you have to do is stand on your own. And then as I stand on my own, to turn this a little metaphysical, as I stand on my own, those who I was waiting on to help me can probably help me more clearly. See, I got a better chance of hearing the voice of God. For those of you who like to play separation, I got a better chance of hearing the voice of God if I'm standing and doing godly things than sitting on the knees, groveling, waiting on somebody to come hear me or heal me or help me. Save your motherfucking self. And then you'll realize that you don't need to be saved. Or for those of you who do need to be saved, you got more assistance than you ever knew. Keep waiting to be healed by the methods of those who were only designed to harm you. You'll forever be hidden. That too won't only show you nothing but the fool. Your judgment of using what was designed to harm you to help you will have you coveting the same shit that's got your ass in sacrifice and hung up because you don't know how to communicate with yourself. You only keep communicating with the shit that keeps you in separation because you want your separation to be found. I mean, you want your plentifulness to be found in separation. I got to go find what I'm looking for instead of finding myself. Biggest trick of this fucking realm is thinking that what you need is outside of you. Everything you need is already here, and everything that you need is a reflection of what's already within. And the last thing I'll say to that is you have to remember that the reflection is only a reduction of the source. The reflection is only a piece of the light, not the wholeness. You have to start being the source. You have to start saving yourself, and you have to stop waiting on somebody else to take you out of danger. Resonate or not, ignorance is a choice, motherfuckers. Peace.